Hello, this is Gene here to discuss with you the topic of pest control, which is very integral into operating a restaurant or food establishment operation. Well, they call them pests, I guess. Even though this is one of the many forms that pests arrive in. But anyway, food code 6510111. I'm sure it's in the TFER. I'm just got too lazy to look it up right now, which I usually might. But anyway, required establishment be kept free of all pests, especially insects and rodents. Well, see, they narrowed it down too. What kind of pests are we talking about? Pest control to get rid of pests may be accomplished using the following practices. Regular inspections of incoming shipment of food and supply. Every shipment has to be, give it a, good quick once over, but occasionally, the manager needs to take a shipment, and basically tear it apart to really get a comfortable feeling about you or about their supplier. Let's really find out what's going on occasionally. Now, regular inspections of the building or site for evidence of pests. You need to do it annually, but it has to be done by a professional occasionally because they know a lot more about it than you do. It's their job. Your job, cooking hamburgers or steaks or whatever, not eliminating pests. They don't cook hamburgers well, not professionally anyway, not usually. Removal, disposal of conditions that hide, conceal, or shelter pests. Now, if they don't have shelter, food, and water, they're not going to live there. That's the best form of prevention possible. Don't provide them somewhere where they want to live. Are you going to go live where you don't want to live? Well, not if you don't have to. Go find somewhere else. If pests are found, use pest control methods, trapping devices identified in the food code. I'm sure TFER. That just kind of gives you a basic things that you can do, but still that does not eliminate the need for professional pest control people. Pest control can cost business thousands of dollars per year, but I'm going to throw pests can totally shut it down. You go back there in dry food storage, and it's been you find insect droppings in various food. I mean, hey, you have to prevent it, not bitch about it later. Throwing pests will help avoid such things as customer flight. We're being overrun by mice, Marge. Head for the door. Lawsuits. I went to eat here and there was a mouse in my damn eggs. This sucks. Business interruptions or closure by authorities. You guys are out of control. Sorry. The high cost of eradication, they get out of control. Once you get your shit together, it's going to take some money to do it. Unsafe product workplace. Well, you got animals providing cross-contamination, biological and chemical risks. It's totally unacceptable. Basics of food safety. Eliminate as well as possible all risks. Food premises contain practically everything pests survive. That's just the way we were built, Food, plenty of that around there. Moisture, well, plenty of that around there. Warmth, well, it's inside, a lot warmer than it is out there in the snow. Shelter, well, we got a nice, safe place to live. What more could a mouse want? Common pests. Food rats, mice, raccoons. Oh, look, man. Raccoons are funny as shit, boy. I've had people tell me, you know, I chased a raccoon around in my attic all morning long. The motherfucker got away. I've seen pictures in restaurants, where a raccoon fell through the ceiling into the kitchen, and boy was he happy then. And they got all this on camera. It's funny and shit. Cockroaches. Cockroaches are like dogs in the sense that they will follow their scent when they go somewhere. Their logic being, if it was safe to go this way one time, it must be safe to go this way the next time. Why? Take a chance and go somewhere else. Cockroaches will leave fly droppings from their nests to wherever they're going. Much like a dog pees on a tree, same thing. And okay, cockroach trail, and you follow it back to the source, and then you know what and where the problem lies. Flies, golly, vomit on their food, then suck it up. Jeez, that's good grief. Beetles, well, there's some things they love to eat and things like it. They'll do it. Birds, well, nothing really wrong with birds except, it's impossible to toilet train them, Termites, well, they're just, I guess the main, not that they harm food, they're not after your food, they're after your wood, and that's not good for your building. Storing food, let's see, oops, got sidetracked. Cats, dogs, well, same thing, they haven't been trained in food safety, there's no way to do that, so can't be around, sorry. Better go and find somewhere else. Employees always look beside pets. Gotta train them. I gotta look for this. Of course, it's obvious, but even though it's obvious, you still have to make sure they understand it, because a lot of people, they're obvious and you're obvious. It's not the same thing. Damage packaging, dropping, feathers, nesting. Well, kind of goes without saying. Pests cause all the following types of contamination. You name it, literally. Biological contamination, cross-contamination, physical contamination, chemical. I mean, they can provide all the problems, not only one. Biological contamination, in these cases, a rat, for example, eating grains in a dry storage unit, leaving droppings. I mean, they don't give a damn where they shit. That can carry bacteria on the food. Or the rat has been injured by a trap and bleeds on the food. It doesn't hold them there. It just hurts them and lets them go. What kind of trap do you call that? On their foods while making an escape. Yeah, get out of here. Other pests, such as insects, may lay their eggs in the food. Well, that's what animals and plants do for survival. Also creating biological contamination. Good for them, but not necessarily good for the food. Yeah, I heard on the news the other day, this guy couldn't get his car started and raise the hood, and squirrels had crammed pine cones into every little nook and cranny under the hood. Probably, 800 pine cones, which from their perspective, this was a good hiding place for my food until that stash spot drives off. Oh shit. Establishment spotted a code. Okay, take immediate action if any of these contaminating pests found on the premises. Pests cause food damage. Yeah, building damage. Well, falls down, loss of customers. Golly, what kind of restaurant is this? Look at loss of business. Well, are they going to come back? No. Establishments are legally bound to eliminate pests. I mean, it's not just because it's a good idea. It's freaking law, which puts it on a whole new level. Therefore, maintaining an integral pest control management, abbreviated IPM, is the best interest of a business. Look at it. Best way to manage pests, higher qualified pest control specialists. Well, that's what they do. That's what they know. They're the best qualified to find them and get rid of them critters. The Ellie Meg would say. Specialists should inspect their property often, and thorough records of their visits should be kept. It's another one of those important records that should be available to the health department when something goes wrong. Control the pest, but it's another one of those proper, good, organized record-keeping system, which is one of your responsibilities as a manager. The control of pests begins with the design of the building. Well, buildings made with pest-resistant materials with minimal access point, few places for them to hide or best. They don't want to be there. However, most buildings lack one or more of these ideas. I mean, whoever designed it didn't know as much as they should know. Eradication. And pests are not controlled property. Buildings become, give an inch, they'll take a mile. And infested building could result in closure. Well, place being overrun, abandoned ship. If a building is found to be infested, you should immediately root out and treat the problem by all necessary means, physical, chemicals, but still this does not alleviate the need to have a well thought through written pest control IPM system in place. Clean and sanitize all eradication treated. You just don't get rid of them and just leave filth and thoroughly get rid of it. Good grief, otherwise the bacteria will grow and the stink will grow, and making sure that any contamination, you can't say, oh well, here's your oatmeal with rat shit in it, I hope you enjoy it. Including foods that may have been exposed to treatment accidentally. Make sure the pest control operators return for regular. So, you got to regularly, depending on the size of the restaurant, weekly or monthly, have them come out. Big restaurants, it's a weekly thing. They understand its importance better than smaller restaurants and the ramifications of not doing it properly. There are two ways of eradicating pests. Well, boy, that's the smallest list I've ever seen, most horrible list. Let's say that they are, just two. Totally doesn't come close to all trap flypaper. Pesticide chemicals used. Oh God, this is this. We need this. Hey, you don't know what you're doing. Let them do it. A lot better chance of it working. Best prevention for pest infestation is cleanliness and vigilant. Okay. If at all possible, before beginning operations, is best to correct anything that would promote. Come on now. This is sealing off pest access points, rooting out any pests already there. You buy a restaurant. Oh, a mouse hole. Well, check. Got to do something about this. Keeping things clean is not only the most important part of preventing pests, but one of the pillars of food safety and restaurant management. Allowing pest food that will stop them coming in, multiplying. If they don't have any food and water, why in the hell would they go live there? Employees should be trained to clean properly and promptly. Never leave food out overnight. You get some place, ew, gross. I ain't gonna clean that up. Okay, then go home. Now, clean it up. Garbage should be disposed of properly outside of food prep and storage areas. Areas where garbage is kept are from, food source. And that was another wonderful production by Texas Best Food Service Training. Hope it was meaningful, and we'll see you on the flip flop.